So lovely. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Forex Morning Call. It's Marcus from DowHow Trading, and I'm really happy to have you here in our Forex Morning Call show every morning, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock. Close enough before the markets open so we can talk about trading, most important news, especially very calm trading in 4-hourly chart and in daily chart. I guess it fits to the most of you because most of you are part-time traders because you have a normal job. And so therefore, it's very important that you have a calm kind of trading, a stress-less and a stress-free trading. That's very important. Today it's Friday. It's the first Friday in the month. And you know, first Friday in every month is non-farm payrolls day. And we have a look at the Euro, gold, and of course at the Dow Jones. So I hope you had a great start, and let me say good morning, Aurel, good morning, Dori, Yanis, good morning, and here on Traders Yard, I can see Alex, Johan, I can see Copper, yes, and Christoph, wonderful, good morning. Thomas, greetings and welcome back to the show. Before we start, first of all, the general risk warning: trading with stocks and financial assets can expose your capital to substantial risks, possibly even beyond the capital you have invested. Trading is not suitable for everyone. Investment successes as well as profits from the past do not guarantee success in the future. Alexandro, good morning. Thomas also. So I want to start with the quote of the day. It's from a famous woman, Else Panik. She says, "Hectic and noise silence the inner voice." Hectic and noise silence the inner voice. So why is this important for traders like you and me? Yeah, especially such a day like today, non-farm payrolls. Such important news, they are in focus, for example, can lead to a lot of hectic and noise from outside. That's news, that news, and this guy says this, and this has this interpretation, and this is my perception, and I do this. The point is, what should your inner voice do? Your inner voice should be as loud as possible to say, buddy, stick to the rules. Yeah, don't care about the numbers. Stay on the sideline until numbers are over, the algos are done, the interpretations are done, and then you can come back very calm and stick to the rules and follow your plan. And also your inner voice should say, make your trades safe before such numbers will be announced. So this is what your inner voice should tell you. But if you are attracted and if you are affected by hectic and noise, yeah, you cannot hear your inner voice. And that's a very important part. So hectic and noise, silence the inner voice. Make sure that your inner voice is as loud as possible and is louder than all the things you get from outside. Yeah. Very, very important thing. Okay, so what kind of news do we have today? As I mentioned, this is the policy statement from Australia. We had the rate decision this week, 50 pips raise. And at 2:30 today, it's the non-farm payrolls. And in Canada, we have also unemployment rate today. But as you know, that's the noisy from outside. Yeah, so stay away, wait until everything is over, and then you can come back. And if you like a trader, if you are a trader like me, 4-hourly chart or maybe daily chart, then it's very, very fine and very, very calm. Okay, guys, the chat is open. I'm really happy if you fill in the chat with your own thoughts, with your opinions, with your wishes. And if you have any issues we should talk about, feel free to put it into the chat here on Traders Yard. also here on YouTube. Okay, and by the way, in YouTube, if you watch the show later, you'll find below the video, you will find a lot of links to the online logic course. There I stand with my own name. Once you made this course, you have my personal guarantee to become successful. Small stars, yeah, the written small capitals. If you follow everything what I teach you in the course, then you have a kind of guarantee to become successful, because this online course, Logic online course, goes so deep in every single piece of trading that you must become successful on a long run with this deep insights. Okay, let's come to the trading. And we start with 15 minutes. DAX 40, 15 minutes. First of all, we have to clarify where we are. And as you can see, we remain in the green upper zone, but point of control is not that far away. It's still down at 13,486 euros by one future contract. So as you see, that's the reason why I have this rectangle here, that you see, okay, point of control has not changed yet. So therefore, fair price is lower. Current price is a little bit too expensive. But I guess there will not be so much moves this morning. I guess the DAX will also wait for the non-farm payrolls this afternoon. Okay. Then what's about the trend? So look at this one, as I talked to you yesterday. And by the way, if you want to follow the rest of the day, the DAX for 15 minutes, then you can come to the DowHow DowHow Trading Room, and I show you. And there is the exit here. So, and there is your DowHow live trading room in English. And this is a free group based on this Forex morning call, the previous Forex morning show, Admiral's morning show. And here on tradersyard.com, you will find in the trading groups, you will find DowHow live trading room. And there you can see on job chat web meeting, yeah, you can see my screen almost all day long, and there you see what I'm doing here. So, and there you can see there is a chat, and there you can see, for example, like yesterday, I gave you some updates about the DAX 15. You can get in touch with me directly here if you have any questions. So feel free to come. It's a free registration on TraderSyard. It's free of charge. And then it's the live trading room here where you can get in touch with me directly if you have any questions about whatever there is. Yeah. Okay. So, and as you see, we could trail the stop up to the 7th trend arm to the 6th correction. So that means first entry in the 2nd trend arm, second entry in the 3rd trend arm, then you were able to trail a stop. This is a wonderful example for trend following. Entry strategy is the DowHow principle, and trend and exit strategy is trend following. Cayetano, greetings to Portugal. Nice to have you here. So you see, that's wonderful trend following. So yesterday, when the price turns, there was a first entry in the 2nd trend around the bond point 2, and it was enough. It was enough to trail the stop into the profit. Then maybe there is a second entry chance here right now. Or what you also can do is to make trend following and leave your stop loss in the first place here at the last point 2. If you calculate your money perfectly, then you're completely free of any emotions, or respectively, you can control your emotions. Oh, yesterday evening, by the way, controlling your emotions. Yesterday evening, late in the evening, I watched a Star Trek movie. And there was especially this topic with the young Mr. Spock, in case you're a Star Trek fan, then you know what I'm talking about. And he states, because Mr. Spock has a human mother and a Vulcan dad. So he was a mix of a Vulcan and human people. And his dad says to him, you can control your emotions with logical thinking. And I was remember, oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about all day long to my students. Yeah, with logical thinking, you can control every emotions. You cannot turn off your emotions. That's not possible. But you can control your emotions by learning, by logical thinking, because every emotion is caused by thoughts. So if you can control your thoughts, you can control your emotions. This is a way you can learn how to train. And this is what we do in my community, in the course and in the community every day. Alexandro, my pleasure. Really, my pleasure. So sometimes I get a question, so what's about the course? How can you teach me? So, and I build up a pyramid, you know, this is a pyramid. That's a I build up a pyramid. In the topic at the bottom, there is the online course, about 16 parts right now. This week, I record a new update because this is a processing course. Actually, we have 16 parts, and the 16 parts, I train you everything about trading. Yeah. About your perception, about the psychology, about logical thinking, about how to draw the trend perfectly based on logic, about trade management, money management, and so on. 16 parts. So afterwards, you have the chance to come to the DowHow community for 1 year. So it's a yearly license for you can come into the community for 1 year. And what do you get in the community? 3 webinars a week where we trade together, daily chart, 50 minutes, and 4-hourly chart. And of course, my personal gift is 4 private coachings with me through the year. Every 3 months, you get a private coaching with me, so I can make sure that you are on track. This is what you get in my personal education, in case maybe you have this question in your mind. Just quick little bit beside. So there was a question from Thomas. Euro JPY in 4-hourly chart. Yeah, let's see. Here we go. Euro JPY in 4-hourly chart. Is there a new uptrend? In my opinion, it's not. Because, let me see. Because it's just one move and one correction, but this is another trend continuation. So therefore, there is no new uptrend in Euro JPY. Yesterday, I got a message from a student, and he said he was so grateful that I taught him how to draw the trend perfectly, because most of his mistakes were caused in the fact that he never knew how to draw the trend on a logical path. Because trend drawing, guys, is not market technique. It's not market technique. So in Germany, it's very well known, because there is no big trend, medium trend, and small trend. It's not. It's in your perception. Yes, that's true, but it follows not the logical path in trading. So this is very important that you learn how to draw the trend perfectly. Okay, let's come to the focus charts. DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart, and you see I open a trade again in the third trend arm. So to make the trade safe, when I saw the correction starts, I trailed the hard stop closer, and then let's see what happens next. Dow Jones, actually we are on the 5th trend arm, so there I have no chance to do anything. Bitcoin is a kind of annoying, to be honest. I was long, it was not working. I trailed my hard stop, I got out, Then I had a second trend arm in a short position. So I open the trade to the short side, and this is also not working. Now the price is coming back again. So I have to follow the trend. Sometimes it's a kind of swinging market. Yeah, it is fact. So, and I now I have a short and a long position again. So actually I have to trail a stop loss here again. Let's see which trend will continue. You know, money management is the crucial point in trading. Then you can follow every trend and you don't have to be angry if something is not working for you. Sometimes, yeah, it's annoying. It's really annoying, but it's a part you have. In the first place, you have to protect the money. That's the first place. In gold, we open the trade again in the third trend arm. So I trailed the stop into the profit. I cannot lose money. Now I'm in the fourth trend arm. So let's see what happens next. Euro, dollar, I guess, yes, I guess the non-farm payrolls will a little bit have effect today. We are on the third trend arm. Actually, there's no trend continuation. So it's about your working style. If you trail a stop loss a little bit in profit before the non-farm payrolls, because you always can make a re-entry, especially if you trade in higher time frames. And pound dollar, still in the correction, but still in the fifth trend arm. So there we can do nothing for the moment. Okay, there's a question. Copper, Johan, that's for you. Where is my copper? Copper, here we go. Yeah. Unfortunately, the perfect entry, I guess we talked about, was in the second trend arm here. There was another trading chance in the third trend arm here. So there was, if you got in here in the second trend arm, you could trail the stop into the profit here, so you could make money here. So, but now we have to admit that there is a kind of break. Yeah, it's a kind of break. It's a little bit close, to be honest. For me, it's a little bit more, yeah, how should I say? Yeah, it's a trick. Fucking fake breakout. Yeah. So maybe it's another chance to go long, maybe here. So basically, I would say, yeah, the trend is still valid. Yeah, this is why I don't like the technique. Yeah, because technique is never following a logical path, never. So this is, yeah, what I say in my private opinion. Okay. So then another question here on YouTube, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Of course. Let's see, New Zealand dollar, Swiss. Where are you? Here you are. Yeah, there is a new, basically we are still in a down, and here we are in the third trend arm, basically. That's the last point too. Now it's here, you see another, here we are in the third trend arm, basically, and the trend will break here. It's not a break, it's just fake here on the upper side. That means the downtrend in the third trend arm can also continue. So that's very important. But here on the right side, now you can see, yeah, there is a new uptrend, which means, yes, and this, yeah, there's a kind of balance candle. But if you have a change of the color, you can make an entry here on the way up. Yeah, would be a cool thing. But please be aware that the downtrend is the main trend. This is the corrective leading trend right now. So what's my own running trades? If one buys the course, are there new lessons, updates? Yes, of course, Ron. Yes. So once you bought the course, all updates, it's a lifetime license. You buy one, you can in installments also. You don't have to pay in one time if you think that's a little bit much. So you can pay in 3 installments, of course, if you want. And of course, all future updates are a part of this course. So you don't have to pay more. So it's included, Ron. Thanks for asking. Very important. So what's my running trades? Daily trades. So first of all, actually, This is Aussie Swiss franc. We were in the correction. There was the balance candle, you see, fixed rules. Then we opened a trade. Yesterday we had the last days we had a kind of higher prices, but today the price came back a little bit. So actually we are circling around the entry. It's daily chart. Who cares, please, guys? And I have the stop loss above the last 0.3 with a question mark here. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, same procedure, but we have to be careful. We have two trends here. The main trend is facing downwards. The corrective trend is facing upwards. So therefore, I have, in case that the long trend will continue, I had a pending order here on the way up. And of course, with this kind of trend candle, I trailed my hard stop closer to protect the money. So, and today or yesterday, the price came back to a little bit to my entry. Yeah. So for the moment, we can delete the long order because actually there is no new signal. We have to wait. Euro Australian dollar. Yeah. Here we are in a long position. And of course, we have to be prepared in case that a downtrend this downtrend will also continue, because here we are on a second trend arm, and you know the perfect entry was much higher than you had the chance to make money here, but we cannot miss the option that the short trend will also continue. Okay, actually we have just the one leading trend in case that the trend will continue upwards. But if you see in the next turnaround, maybe next balance candle, then you should set, or I will set my pending order for the sell. Pound Kiwi. Actually, we have two trades open because we have two trends. The long, it's in a third trend arm. Therefore, I open a position here. And the correction is running in a short. Also fake breakouts on the upper side. So therefore, I open the trade here on the short side. Yeah, so both are protected with the stop loss. So let's see which trend will continue. Yeah, by the way, for the long, I trail my stop closer to the trend candle from yesterday to protect. So then we have USD Canadian dollar. Here we came back a little bit into the profit. It's just open profits. So third trend arm, duty to open the trend, hard stop below is the last 0.3. That's the red line. That's my soft stop. If the price coming down, then I close the trade. New Zealand JPY. Yesterday, we realized we are in a second trend arm. You see, that's the second trend arm for the long. And I opened the trade yesterday because on here, that was on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, that was on Wednesday, was the balance candle. So we open the trade, stop loss below, and let's see what happens next. And finally, this is a cool one, NASDAQ. Lovely. We open the trade in the second trend arm. The perfect one I showed you yesterday are on the lower side, but here I open the trade on the way up. That's fine. Stop loss is in profit. And now let's see how far the trend will go and how far the next move will go. Okay, so that's my running trades. So for the last one, what's on the watch list? Watch list, pound Aussie. Yes, be careful. Second trend arm. Yesterday we had change of color, and that means, yeah, we have to set a stop sell on the way down. Stop sell. Pound JPY. In case you are in, then you have a stop loss below. I set a pending order on the way up in case that the second trend will continue. And you know, I told you this very often, the highest probabilities are in a second trend arm that we see a trend continuation. The new one is Aussie Canadian dollar. Aussie Canadian dollar. We were waiting for this week, and you see, yesterday it was the chance. Yesterday we had our balance candle, so I set my pending order stop buy to the upper side. New Zealand daily, New Zealand US dollar. Yes, also we saw the trend continuation yesterday. The last 2 days we had turning around, and that means I will set my stop. No, that's not. Here on the way up. In case you will see a trend continuation, let's set it here. Or you can set it here, of course, above to the here balance candle. Euro JPY, waiting for the entry, third trend arm here. S&P 500 still in the move. We have to wait for the correction. Euro New Zealand dollar, still in the third trend arm. No break yet. So stop buy on the way up. And finally, pound Canadian dollar, we have to wait. It's actually here we have the first and very young uptrend, and here in the correction. And today we are waiting if this will be a balanced candle or maybe change of color, and then we can set a pending order on the way up. Okay, guys, you see, we have a lot of things to do. And once you started to trade very calm in daily chart, then you will see you have a lot of trades open. If you have the chance with daily chart, if it fits to your account size, by the way, to diversify, to work through many charts, especially in Forex, where you can trade with micro lots. So even you have a small account with $200, $300, $500 on it, yeah, then you can trade at least 21 or 10 or 20 markets with micro lots in daily chart. That's really calm. And you will see in daily charts, you will make also money like in lower time frames, but it's much more easy. Okay, guys, that was my part. I want to say thank you again for listening. Now, I wish you a lovely Friday. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Thanks that you're part of this great show every morning. I hope we'll see your benefit from the proposals. Click the links below the video if you want. It's me, Marcus from DowHow Trading. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the logic be with you. See ya on Monday.